This is the XuanPad 4K support movie projector. I just wanted to share my experience with this in case anyone else is considering it. I've been using it mostly for movies at night, some YouTube, and a little casual screen mirroring. I was looking for something small that I could move around easily, not a big projector that needed a fixed setup. The size is one of the main reasons I liked it right away. It is easy to pick up, move from room to room, and set on a small table or shelf. I've used larger projectors before, and they usually need more space, more cable management, and more patience. This one feels more like something I can just grab when I want to watch something in the bedroom or take outside for a movie night. The built-in stand is more useful than I expected. I can tilt the projector upward, point it at a wall, or aim it toward the ceiling without stacking books under it. That sounds like a small thing, but in daily use it matters. I've had cheaper mini projectors where getting the angle right was annoying every single time. With this one, I can adjust the angle quickly and keep going. Setup is pretty simple. I plug it in, turn it on, connect to Wi-Fi, and then I'm mostly ready. The autofocus is one of the better parts of the experience. I don't have to sit there turning a focus wheel and guessing if the image is sharp enough. It usually locks in within a few seconds. The vertical keystone correction also helps if the projector is not sitting completely straight. The picture looks good when the room is dark. That is the important part. In a dark bedroom, the image is clean enough for movies and shows, and the 1080p resolution makes text and faces look clear. It supports 4K input, but the actual image is still 1080p. So I don't think of it as a true 4K projector. I think of it as a 1080p projector that can handle 4K content. I usually keep the screen size around 80 to 100 inches. It can go bigger, but the image gets dimmer the larger I make it. For my room, that size feels like the sweet spot. If I push it too large, I start noticing the brightness drop. If I keep it reasonable, it is much easier to enjoy. Brightness is something I want to be clear about. This is not a projector I would use in a bright room during the day. If there is sunlight coming in, the image gets washed out fast. Even a lamp nearby can make it look weaker. At night, or with curtains closed, it is much better. So if I wanted this for daytime sports or office presentations, I would probably look at something brighter. The built-in apps are convenient. I like not needing to plug in a streaming stick every time. Having Netflix, YouTube, and other apps available directly on the projector makes the setup feel cleaner. I can just use the remote and start watching. The menu is not the fastest thing I've ever used, but it has been fine for normal use. One thing to know is that wireless mirroring can be limited depending on what I'm trying to watch. Some apps block protected content when mirroring from a phone or tablet. That is not really the projector's fault, but it is still something I ran into. If I want the least hassle, I use the built-in apps or connect a streaming device through HDMI. Wi-Fi has been stable for me when I'm close enough to the router. I like that it supports dual-band Wi-Fi because the 5 GHz connection worked better in my setup. Screen mirroring is okay for photos, quick videos, or showing something simple. I would not rely on it for everything, especially if the content is protected or if the network is crowded. Bluetooth is useful, mostly for audio. The built-in speakers are okay for casual watching, but they do not have much bass. Voices are clear enough, but movies feel better with an external Bluetooth speaker or a soundbar. I usually connect a speaker if I'm watching a full movie. For a quick YouTube video, the built-in sound is fine. Fan noise is there, but it has not bothered me much. I can hear it when the room is quiet, especially if I sit close. Once the movie is playing, I stop noticing it most of the time. If I were using it right next to my head, it might bother me more. From a normal sitting distance, it is okay. I also tried HDMI with a laptop. It worked, but I did notice motion did not feel as smooth as a TV or monitor. For movies and basic viewing, it is not a big deal. For fast gaming, I would not pick this as my main display. There can be a bit of lag and the refresh rate does not feel as smooth as I would want for games. After using it for longer sessions, I noticed it gets warm, which is normal for projectors. I try to keep the vents clear and avoid placing it too close to a wall or blanket. Small projectors can have heat issues over time if airflow is blocked. I also like that there is access to clean dust from the side area. It is not something I do every day, but I would not ignore it. Compared to other small projectors I've used, the biggest difference is convenience. The autofocus, the stand, The built-in apps and the small size make it easier to use casually. Some cheaper projectors can look okay once they are set up, but they take more messing around each time. This one feels less annoying to get started. That said, it still has the normal limits of a small projector. It needs a dark room. The speakers are basic. Wireless mirroring is not always the answer. HDMI is fine for simple use, but not ideal for serious gaming. I think those are the main things I would want to know before buying. I think this makes the most sense for someone who wants a simple movie projector for a bedroom, dorm room, small apartment, or backyard at night. It is good if I want a big image without buying a huge TV. It is also nice if I want something portable and easy to aim at a wall or ceiling. I would not recommend it to someone who needs strong brightness in daylight, wants deep built-in sound, or plans to use it mainly for fast gaming. For casual movies and shows in a dark room, it has been easy to live with. So my relaxed take is this. If I understand its limits, the XuanPad 4K support movie projector is a practical little projector. It is not trying to replace a high-end home theater setup, but for simple movie nights, it does the job well enough and is easy to use. If you have any questions about how I used it, leave them in the comments and I'll try to answer. Check the comments of this video for a link to see the current pricing of the XuanPad 4K support movie projector. Thank you for watching.